Hey Yoga fam, Jessie here. Today I wanted to show you some easy stretching you can do at a wall that you don't need a yoga mat for, that you don't need to get down on the floor for, that you could do in jeans. I know I am not wearing jeans, but you could imagine what it'd be like if I was. So, the first thing I want to show is how to do a little hip stretch at the wall. So if you come to any wall that you have some clearance on and you stand about arm's distance away from it, you can bring your fingertips up onto the wall. You can cross one ankle over the other thigh and then sit your hips back, and I'll turn so you can see. And look, I can actually just do this with one hand on the wall. The thing that's nice about having your hands on the wall is you can lean back with your hips. Yes, and get lots of stretch. If you want to challenge your balance, you can bring your hands away from the wall, but you can keep them on the whole time. And then second side when you're ready. So you can cross your ankle over the other leg and sit your hips back. You can press your hands into the wall and lean your hips as far back as they want to go, or even walk your hands down the wall. And then come up when you're done. You can do that as long as you want, as much as you want. Another thing that can feel good is that same stretch, only with your top foot pressing on the wall. And that one's a little weird. You kind of have to hold onto the wall if you're not used to it. But that can feel good too, a different kind of hip stretch. Obviously, if I was going to do both sides, I would stay a little longer on that one. Another thing you can do at the wall is a chair sit. So to get your core and your back muscles some strength and heat, I'm going to bring your back on the wall and then sit your hips in line with your knees. This will build heat quickly. You can do whatever you want with your hands, arms, whatever feels good. Draw your low belly in and lift your hips towards your low ribs. Try to press your back into the wall. And when you're ready to come up, you can kind of slide your butt up the wall. Legs can go wider. Soften your knees. And then with your butt on the wall, fold forward. You could straighten the legs as much or as little as you want here. You could kind of crawl your arms out or do anything else that you want. And then help yourself back up. That's a great way to get some hips and some heat. You can also do some stretching for your shoulders, pecs, and side bodies at the wall. So when you face the wall, you can bring one arm up to about, if I was doing my left arm, it would be 10 o'clock on a clock face. I'm going to press my palm into the wall, hug the shoulder blades together, and then I'm going to start to turn away from my hand, but I'm going to keep pressing my hand into the wall and try to keep my knees, hips, shoulders, and toes going in the same direction. Whew. If you bend your inside leg and let your hip stick out, that'll add a little stretch. You can stay there as long as you want. And then we'll switch sides. You can shake that out and then go the other way. So if you're doing your right arm, it'll be 2 o'clock on a clock face. Press your hand in, hug your shoulder blade onto your back, so towards your spine, and then keep hugging your shoulder as you turn away from the wall. Again, only going as far as you need to get a stretch and keep your hips and shoulders lined up. Keep pressing the wall away. Maybe bend the inside leg and stick the opposite hip back. Whew. And then come on up and shake that out. There are other variations of that if you like it. I'm just going to show that one today, but feel free to explore or look up other shoulder stretches at the wall. The next one I'm going to show is down dog at the wall, which is one of my very favorite poses. Down dog should be a spine lengthener and give you a little traction, and I think that's one of the things that's nice about doing it at the wall. So, you're going to bring your hands about arm's distance away from the wall, halfway between your shoulders and your hips. You're going to press your hands into the wall as you walk your hips back, and you might have to adjust your hands as you go. But you're going to end up in this little L shape at the wall. You can bend your knees as much as you want. This is a great way to do down dog without having to be, again, on the ground or without being too weight-bearing on your wrists. I'm going to walk my hands down even a little lower just because I think it would feel good. You can explore what feels better for you. And then when you're ready to walk yourself back up, we'll come back up to stand. I'm going to show two more things. This next one is the same shape that we just did in down dog, only we're going to flip our hands and our feet. So this is only if you're trying to go upside down more, if you're maybe working on handstands or trying to build your arm and core strength. You're going to come into a tabletop position in a pretty short one. You don't want to be too spread out here. You want to be a little closer to the wall. And I've got my feet on the wall. From here, I'm going to tuck my toes and lift my hips. I'm going to step one foot up in line with my hip. And then I'm going to press into the wall, bring the other foot up. And now I'm in that same shape, only now I'm upside down. You could practice bringing a leg up or just letting your head go and come down when you're ready. Take your time. I came up a little fast there. You might want to bend your knees or bring your butt against the wall to come up. And then the last thing I'll show you is our Viparita Karani, legs up the wall pose. And this one feels so nice. It's a restorative inversion. And this one does require lying on the floor. You could do this on the edge of a couch with like your legs up on the couch or the edge of a bed. So healthy selfie to that. And from here, you're going to scoot your butt against the wall. Like so I'm in a little curled up shape. Butt and feet are on the wall. And then I'm going to swing my legs up. And you can hang out here for as long as you want. You could use the wall here to maybe add a hip stretch. Or if you scoot away from the wall, you could do a hip stretch here. Anything that feels good. All right. So that's it. I hope that those different wall varietals will help you get into your body a little bit more in the coming weeks. Let me know if you have any questions, and we hope to see you soon. Have a great day.